What's good, everyone? I'm recording this now because I've been struggling making videos. There is a part of me that comes up that's like, oh, like your video needs to have a topic and it needs to be like very thorough and you have to have points and it has to be educational and informational. And frankly, I just I don't really feel it, even though I feel like that's part of what makes a video like captivating is ultimately like learning something. And actually, I don't agree with anything I just said. What makes a video captivating is like the magnetism of like the person or the art or like whatever it is that's being shared. So perhaps this is enough. I also really want to work on when I'm like making videos, I don't want to put on like a particular like character or personality. I feel like there's a couple people I know that, and not YouTubers, but even like, I don't know what it is. It's like a style of, it's, there's like I haven't had to like language this literally ever, it just exists in my own mind. But basically, sometimes when people are in front of a camera, whether it's someone I know or someone I don't know, they I feel like, yeah, put on like some kind of like character, and maybe the character's funny or maybe it's professional, um, or like more dramatic and silly. I don't know. Don't I don't want to do that. Like I just want to be me to the best of my ability, which is like very difficult to do, and that's part of why I'm like making videos, right? Is because I want to like get better at just talking like I would anyone, especially those closest to me, because I feel like that's when my best ideas come out. Specifically in like intimate relationships that are like deep friendships or a romantic relationship, like what I have with my boyfriend, like my deepest thoughts, feelings, and ideas come out because I feel safe enough with those people for that to occur. And I feel like very held in all of that. So I'm not under the assumption that like when I post online, that's going to be the case and that like my viewers are going to like hold me in my like thoughts, feelings, and ideas. But certainly there are like people out there that I think would benefit from, at the very least, just like they could see themselves like in me. And I think the best art always is like it mirrors yourself back to you in like not so obvious ways. Like I think when we listen to certain songs or watch certain movies, like anytime we have like a preference for something or affinities for things, I think is like it's speaking to like a deep, deep, deep part of ourselves that we might not even be like in contact with so directly. And that's why it's so like meaningful and powerful, you know? But yeah, wow, okay, I'm so proud of myself for doing this because I haven't posted a video in weeks. 2 weeks, maybe even three. I don't know. I was like really, really like pumping it out for a second, and then I kind of hit a lull and I was damn, like my mind comes in and I get all these ideas for like even some people have commented and have wanted me to talk about specific things that do interest me and excite me and I want to talk about those things. But for some reason I can't really get past like, okay, an example would be um someone wanted me to talk about like a philosophical like or just like or yeah, someone wanted me to talk about like something philosophical. And I love philosophy. Like if I went to school it'd be for philosophy, but that's basically studying unemployment, so I'm not doing that. But I that's my shit. That is my shit. And frankly, I don't even know how to do that. Like because what that would like entail is a lot of context. It'd basically have to be like not educational in the way that I'm like teaching my viewers, subs, anyone watching about a thing, but to even like give my take on a thing would require so much context, and that context requires knowledge on the thing. And while I feel knowledgeable on certain things, I also don't feel like I don't, yeah, I'm knowledgeable on certain things, but in a very specific way where I don't feel confident like sitting down and making a video on like philosophy, though maybe that's like the point and why I should do that because, like I said, philosophy is like my ish, like 100% through and through. Like, I would study that shit if it paid. So, like, and I do study it and it doesn't pay. I just mean like I would go to school for it and devote like all my time, but I don't do that. And I devote most of my time outside of work to philosophy and theology, and yeah, so it's a big part of my life. So, how do I implement that in this channel without changing what this is? Because I don't want to change what this is. I like what this is because it's so low stakes, because it's not planned, it's not a video like that. I'm not trying to be like some high definition educational YouTube channel. I've thought about just like writing out things on like a notepad and just talking about them like this, but then I'm also like, that in and of itself, there's some like planning in that even. I'm figuring it out, but we'll see. Um, yeah. Or even like things about myself, and like someone wanted to hear about how I was interested in nun life, and I feel like that is like a story time adjacent kind of video. And I don't know how I feel about those either. And yeah, I don't, there's like a lot of things like that I wish I, not that I wish like I could speak about because I definitely could, but it's like I just don't really know how to do it yet. I don't know, like, yeah. If anyone has any ideas watching this, let me know. Okay, what else? What else? What else? I don't know. Maybe that's all this video was supposed to be. And yeah, I'm happy I did this. Wow. This was unexpected. And that's how it always happens because I've just been pushing it off. I'm like, oh, I'll make a video tomorrow. I'll make a video tomorrow. And then I never do. And that's like exactly what's happened with my music over the years is I'm like, oh, I'm gonna like make an album and then I'm gonna release it. And then I never do. I get in my head. And like that's what has been happening with YouTube too. So yeah, by the grace of God, I recorded this tonight. It is in fact night. It's 7:30 p.m., but it's still light outside and I'm loving that. But yeah, so I'm here. I made this. That rocks. Hello. I heart everybody watching. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. Please let me know your thoughts. Like, comment anything that comes to mind. Like, quite literally, I don't even I don't care what it is. It could be so irrelevant to anything I said. I don't care. You could tell me that my eyebrows are sisters and not twins, and I don't care. I just want to like connect, you know? Even if you think that about my eyebrows, like, I don't even care. Let me know. All right, bye.